When you think of Jamaica, what do you think of? Is it Bob Marley or Usain Bolt? That's what comes to my mind. However, I would like to share with you some of the things that play a big part in Jamaican culture as a whole. There are many celebrations and holidays that Americans enjoy and celebrate together, but I want to explore and introduce you to many aspects of the island on the Caribbean Sea. It is going to be very interesting how another culture celebrates their many traditions. The Jamaican culture is one I've always had an interest for. Even though I don't have any first-hand knowledge or know anyone from that culture, I do have a huge interest in the many things that they do. This speech intends to support the Jamaican culture by being rich in diversity of the religions, traditions, and the food. There are quite a few different Jamaican cultures. We will also look at preview of the religion and the food that is eaten during those times. First, let's look at and discuss the religious affiliations that they have. Here are a few. They are the Seventh-day Adventist, the Pentecostal, Church of God, and Baptist. Those are a few, but there are many more. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the non-religious and other categories make up 45.2% of their religions. Most Jamaicans are Protestant, however, and Jamaica's constitution worships the freedom of worship, or it guarantees the freedom of worship. An important religious and cultural movement in Jamaica is the Rastafarianism. The Encyclopedia Britannica states that, and I quote, Rastafarians believe in the divinity of Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia and the eventual return of his exiled followers to Africa. Let's discuss a few of the different traditions the Jamaican culture has. Jamaica celebrates multiple traditions each year. A few that we discussed today are the 9 nights ritual, the Kumina dance, and Obia. The first one is the 9 nights ritual. It is a thing that takes place on the 9th day after a person's death. It has to be done before the burial and the funeral. Mourning on the 9 nights states that there is a belief that the journey from the world to the end, or to the next world, isn't complete until 9 days after the death of the body. There needs to be proper respect for the dead body in order to prevent harm. A way to do this is to put their favorite objects in their casket. It involves singing, dancing, and drinking. The next tradition we'll talk about is a Kumina dance. It's a religious ceremony that involves music, dance, and spirit possessions. According to the Journal of Pan-African Studies, it is a way to celebrate their ancestors. I have an example here of the Kumina dance.
These Maroons are carrying on the nearly extinct communal music and dance.
It gives us an idea
which is a remnant
of the
of
movements
of the
and
ancestral
what actually is
spirits,
going
which
on
have
during
returned
this
to
time.
this corporal world through the position of the living.
Each culture has their
The
own
word Kumina can be heard in their
dance,
song.
and this is one that the Jamaicans do. The next one is Obia. It's a set of ritual practice to influence the spirits that are around us, or they can cause harm. The website called Catholics and Culture Obia. Obia is a form of witchcraft in the roots of West Africa. Witchcraft is the practice of magical skills and abilities. If you're harmed by a spell that requires healing by another Obia man, then they are often Christian ministers. It has been practiced by families for many generations. Finally, let's talk about the food in the Jamaican culture. There are a wide range of different foods in the Jamaican culture, and a few that we were talking about today are the jerk chicken, curry goat, rundown, and dumplings. First is the jerk chicken. It is a very traditional food item in this culture, and as stated by the website Indiana Joe, it is a Jamaican institution. It's pieces of chicken that are rubbed and marinated in hot spices and smoked with pimento wood. The next one is curry goat. Is the most popular dishes in Jamaica. It is a tender goat coated with spices. The next one is rundown. It's fish and vegetables cooked in coconut milk. It's called rundown because it literally falls apart in pieces. And the last one is dumpling, usually boiled or fried, and served with fish dishes. They are either flour or cornmeal. Talking about Jamaican culture, the food that they have plays a big part in their culture as a whole and each person's different view on their culture. In conclusion, I found out that Jamaican religions, traditions, and food are different than that what Americans tend to celebrate and eat, but they are just as important to their culture as ours are to mine and yours. Of the many traditions in the culture that are interesting aspect, we are able to learn from the Jamaican culture. There's room to appreciate our culture from looking at their culture and many other cultures. So when you think about Jamaica, think more of Bob Marley or Usain Bolt. Think about the different many aspects that go into their culture and how deeply diverse they actually can be. Thank you.